Have you heard the latest? Our mothers in USA have done a wonderful, great job. No wonder Mazi Nnamdi Kanu assured us and said that whenever our mothers in USA take up this Biafra restoration, that we should be rest assured that Biafra is already here.
Let me shock you. In fact, let me break your bubbles. The message you're about to listen to now, is a message that titled, or rather, message they titled, "I stand with Biafra." We all can as well give one account or the other about this man by name Robert Spencer. He have an exclusive speech that breaks the internet. It is unbelievable. Okay, let us ask, who is Robert Spencer? For the little I know about him, he's a well-respected American activist who fights for the downtrodden. He's a well-respected American activist with millions of followers, if I'm not mistaken. But let me find out real, who is Robert Spencer. Please, permit me, just give me some minutes, please. Who is Robert Spencer? Who is Robert Spencer? Spencer. Okay, who is Robert Spencer? Please, 1 minute, yeah? Sometimes we teach. Robert Spencer was born in 1962. He's an American author, blogger, activist, and a prominent figure in the counter-jihad movement. He is the director of Jihad Watch, which is https://www.jihadwatch.org, a blog he founded in 2003, and is a Shillman Fellow at the David Hummus Freedom Center. Key details: authorship. He have wrote many dozens of books, including the New York Times. I repeat, including the New York Times. And he have over millions of followers in different platforms. He is the one that came out now to tell you that I stand with Biafra and nothing anybody can do about it. He is one of the respected figure when it comes to talk about activism in United States of America. So if the Biafrans, the government of USB, United States of Biafra, we have somebody like this behind us, my brother, the sky is our limit. I'm not telling you this because I want you to give me your views or to comment on my post. My brother, we react to videos and our reactions are top notch, and we react to videos that matters. This is one of them. I repeat, this is one of those videos I've been waiting for. I will not blow this trumpet with my own mouth. I will just allow you to watch this clip, or rather listen to it from beginning to the end, and then I will come back to I will come back to analyze most of the news in the areas that is very difficult for some people to understand, because our duty here is to make sure that we break the news into particles to a layman's understanding. And I needed your flower and applause for that, because we have been doing this for many years. Even you refuse to appreciate me, but I know that my style will always make way for me. So please let us listen to this message, and then we'll come back here to discuss more from the comment section of this video.
You see what our mothers have done with the American officials for the sake of you and I have a free environment called Biafra. My people, go and start rejoicing. Go and start thanking, because what these our mothers have done is something that no any woman on this earth can ever make that such move. But today it's happening for real. Go and thank Dr. Ngozi Orabezi and her team. Go and thank other well-prominent Biafrans who have taken it upon themselves to make sure that Biafra is restored in our own time. Go and start thanking them. Long life for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long life for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Long life for every other well-patriotic Biafrans who are making it so hard for the Nigerian government for the sake of Biafra to come in reality. As a kudos to all of us, because we are here to change the narrative. Come and witness something that is going to shock you.
Of the United States of Biafra, I have to say I've spoken many years, hundreds of thousands.
As we wait for the message to resume, please enjoy your, what will I call it? Enjoy your break, because atata wee jaeze ọ ka ndị Igbo si ekwu ya.
Hundreds more thousands of venues all over the world, but I have never been so honored to be in the company of a group of people as I am here today. And the reason for that is, of course, very clear. On July 4th, coming up very soon, the United States of America will celebrate its 250th anniversary.
Yes! Yes!
And the men who wrote the Declaration of Independence that was signed on July 4th, 1776, they said, "For the support of this declaration,
Wow.
with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor." Never in my life have I ever been in the company of people with that kind of courage and determination to attain freedom. And so I cannot possibly convey to you how immensely honored I am that you would have invited me to your celebration today. And I stand with you wholeheartedly in solidarity for the freedom and independence of the United States of Biafra, for the protection and the prosperity of the Christians in Biafra and in Nigeria, for the defeat and definitive ending of the jihad in Nigeria and around the world. Because that is what unites us together today. I also come to you as the children of a family that was exiled from the last caliphate, the Ottoman Empire, the last large imperial caliphate, the Ottoman Empire. My family was a Christian family in Asia Minor, what is now Turkey, and they were given the option of converting to Islam or being exiled from their homeland and the land of their forefathers and foremothers, the people that had lived in that land from the beginning of time. And they were forcibly expelled in 1916 and came to the United States of America. And this is why I am here to speak to you today. What I wish to impress upon you is something, of course, you know very well, far better than I do, and that is that the same Islamic jihad, with the same imperialist, expansionist, violent, and supremacist agenda, is what has caused the suffering of the people of Biafra. And led to the exile of my own family from its homeland. And has caused the misery and the deaths of millions upon millions of people around the world. The jihad is the same. It is based on core principles of the religion of Islam. Which teaches that Islam must dominate and not be dominated. Do you know that in all of the Quran, in all of Islam, there is a great deal about politics, about how to govern the state, but there is not a single word about Muslims and non-Muslims living together as equals in peace. It doesn't exist as a concept in Islam. In Islam, the Muslims must rule and dominate. The non-Muslims must be subjugated, pay the tax to the Muslims, accept various kinds of humiliation, discrimination, and harassment. You know this far better than I do. And it's the same struggle all around the world. Everywhere Muslims living together in close proximity with non-Muslims everywhere. The Muslims do violence to the non-Muslims. The Muslims try to expand their territory at the expense of the non-Muslims. And meanwhile, at the same time, they claim to be the victims and gain the support of the international community. And this is why Biafra of 1967 to 70 was crushed.
Yes. Wow.
It was the British, as you well know, here again.
Yes. Behind the
It
scenes.
was the British for their own
Indirect truth.
economic and political reasons.
Yes.
In conjunction with jihadi states such as Algeria and Egypt that came together to crush the desire of the people of Biafra for independence. And it was at that time that Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, did I say that?
That's right.
In his Abiara Declaration, he said it very plainly. He said it far better than I could. He said, the Biafran struggle is a resistance to the Arab-Muslim expansionism, which has menaced and ravaged the African continent for 12 centuries. As early as the first quarter of the 7th century, the Arabs, a people from the Near East, evolved Islam not just as a religion, but as a cover for their insatiable territorial ambitions.
Wow.
And that, you see, sums up what is happening in Nigeria today, just as it did in his day. Because the idea is that the world is divided into the Dar al-Islam, the house of Islam, and the Dar al-Harb, the house of war. And this is basic Islamic theology, that the Muslims must wage war against the non-Muslims to expand the domain of the house of Islam at the expense of the house of war. Biafra is the house of war.
Yeah.
So was in the day of my grandparents, Turkey. Now all the Christians are gone, or practically all the Christians are gone from Turkey. You want to see what they have in mind for Biafra? Look at Egypt.
That's right.
Egypt was 99% Christian
Wow.
when it was conquered by the Arab armies. And then the Muslims made life so miserable for the Christians, imposing the jizya tax, which is specified in the Quran, discriminating against them, harassing them, the Christians having no legal recourse. Now Egypt is 6% Christian. Where did the Christians go? Did they all leave? They did not. The Christians today are the Muslims in Egypt. And this is what they want for Biafra. This is what they want for the entire world.
Never.
Conquest,
Not on our watch.
subjugation.
Let me show the 4 iPhone tips for seniors. The last one.
The game plan is still going on. Oh.
Wow.
And so Ojukwu also said,
The game plan is still going on. Please stick to the government of USB. We are making progress. I repeat, we are making progress. Please, I beg you.
our Biafran ancestors remained immune from the Islamic contagion. They resisted. They would not submit and accept the second-class status that Islam mandates for the non-Muslim. They would not submit and allow themselves to become second-class citizens in their own homeland, your own homeland.
Wow.
He said our Biafran ancestors remained immune from the Islamic contagion. From the middle years of the last century, Christianity was established in our land. In this way, we came to be a predominantly Christian people. We stand out as a non-Muslim land in a raging Islamic scene.
Wow.
And that's why all of this is happening. The Quran says, strike terror in the enemies of Allah. This is what you are supposed to do. Who's an enemy of Allah? All of us. Why are we enemies of Allah? Because we're not Muslim.
That's it.
Anybody who is not a Muslim and refuses to become a Muslim is by that very fact an enemy of Allah. So what do they have to do? What is the imperative they have from their God? Strike terror in the enemies of Allah. So the idea is by the Fulani, when they strike in a Christian community, and they go in and they open fire on people who are tending their fields, who are working in their shops, they kill 50 people, 60 people, 30 people, whatever it is, every day practically. What are they trying to do? They're trying to strike terror in the enemies of Allah, just as the Quran directed. And the imperative is to get the Christians to flee or to convert. Because they don't strike the Muslims, of course. And so, you want to live a peaceful life, you want to live a quiet life, you can give up your culture, give up your traditions, give up your religion, and become Muslim. And allow yourself to be Islamized and Arabized, and then that's okay. Then you can stay in your land. The idea is you will be terrorized into submission, and then it will become Islamic land. And then it will be the turn of the next country. You know, I have a website, Jihad Watch. It's the only news site in the world that tracks jihad activity every day. And every day, practically, there's news, terrible news from Nigeria, as you well know. But I'll tell you something else. I have categories that make it easier for people. If you want to know all the news going back 22 years now of jihad in Nigeria, you can go to my Nigeria category and read all the stories. It's terrible reading. And there was a country that I did not have any news at all for. I didn't have a category for because there was never any jihad activity in it. And that was Benin.
Wow.
West of Nigeria.
Yes.
Nothing. For many years. A few years ago, ISIS struck in Benin. And then again. I had to make a new category for Benin. And the idea is, you see, everywhere they go, they will expand the jihad, continue the jihad, and once they have subdued one territory, they move on to the next. And so it's all the same jihad. I am here because of Islamic jihad. Many of you are here as well because of Islamic jihad.
Yes.
The struggle for freedom of the people of Biafra is the same struggle as that of my family, and the same struggle as anyone who has ever been a victim of jihad around the world. You look at the Islamic Republic of Iran. Why is it an enemy of Israel? We all take for granted, well, Iran hates Israel and they want to destroy Israel, and so there's a war now between the United States and Israel and Iran. But why do they hate Israel? They don't have any shared territory that they dispute. They don't have competing economic interests. It's all about Islamic jihad. The Quran says the Jews are the worst enemies of the Muslims. And so as Christians, we need to stand together with the Israelis, with all of the people who are victims of the same Islamic jihad that threatens the life of the United States of Biafra. It's all the same. One more quote from General Ojukwu. It is now evident why the fanatic of Arab Muslim states like Algeria, Egypt, and the Sudan have come out openly and massively to support and aid Nigeria in her present war of genocide against us. These states see militant Arabism as a powerful instrument for attaining power in the world. Biafra is one of the few African states untainted by Islam. Therefore, to militant Arabism, Biafra is a stumbling block to their plan for controlling the whole continent. So you have Israel, which is a stumbling block to their plan for controlling the Middle East. You have Biafra, which is a stumbling block to their plan for controlling West Africa and Africa as a whole.
Wow.
You have, in Europe, Muslim migrants streaming into the old countries of Europe. And And what is happening? More conflict. Everywhere Muslims and non-Muslims come together, under whatever circumstances, the Muslims do violence to the non-Muslim. It's all strike terror in the enemies of Allah.
The message keep coming. The message keep coming.
As long as there are believers in Muhammad and Islam, this will continue. And so that gives us all, as lovers of freedom and as seekers of freedom, two choices: surrender and submission, or resolute determination to protect our faith, our homes, our families, our cultures, and our ways of life with unrelenting vigilance. And that is the choice that is before us all today.
Yes.
And so it's once again in tremendous honor for me to be here, to hear the inspiring words of Dr. Uruguese, and I echo her call that all of us have to fight, all of us have to stand up.
Yes.
And if we don't, we know what will happen. All we have to do is look at the Islamic world, much of which used to be called the Christian world,
Yeah.
and we can see what will happen. And so, somebody earlier on was saying, while there's life, there's hope.
Yeah, of course.
I was born in the state of South Carolina, and the state motto of South Carolina is Dum Spiro Spero, which is Latin, while I breathe, I hope.
Yes.
And so it is with that hope, that is a joyful hope in our Lord Jesus Christ, that I say to you that freedom will prevail. We have to be free.
Robert Spencer has spoken. This is what we got every day. I don't know whether I should result in calling all this their talk and all this their hope hopeless. Just like Nigeria government promised their people renewed hope, and they gave them renewed shege. Now we have a renewed hope in this US of 18, but the way things are going now, this is one of the things that will prepare me to begin to ask some different questions or some difficult questions now. Are they truly with us or are they against us? I will not say much, but let me just end it here. Endeavor to subscribe and share this message if it touch your heart. Have a nice day. Ka Chineke mezie okwu.